What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today. Today's opponent's going to be Vanny. I think that's how you say that. Not entirely sure. But I know the first thing you're probably going to, recognize is that, yes, there's going to be a Mega-Kangaskan on this team, and that is unfortunate, but we did not discuss tiers or anything beforehand, so there's not really anything I can do about it. I can't get mad at somebody if I didn't tell them that, we're playing by a certain set of rules, so it's unfortunate. I don't like seeing these things, but, you just have to deal with it, and we need to make the best of it. So that's what I did in this battle, and it turned out to be a pretty good battle, a long battle, too. So I decided, you know what, we're going to upload this. As for the rest of this person's team, they got Vaporeon, Diggersby, Goodra, Azumarill, and Charizard. So I'm going to guess that, I guess Charizard isn't going to be its Mega Evolution. I don't know why I was going to say that. Kangaskhan obviously is. And then on my side, I've got Mamoswine, Mega Ampharos, Starmie Arcanine, Aegislash, and Whimsicott, Prankster Whimsicott, which proves to be invaluable in this battle. Now that I've really learned how to use Whimsicott, I can't believe how good it is. I don't know. Maybe I just got better at using it, but I've learned to love it. But anyway, he's going to start off with his Kangaskhan. No surprise there. He's going to Mega Evolve right off the bat. Probably looking to sweep or just cripple my team. And yeah, that is unfortunate. But I am going to start off with my Mamoswine, and I'm going to absorb this double Fake Out. Not very good, actually, here. Not very well, I suppose I should say. I do flinch, and I'm not able to get my rocks up like I wanted. And now they're going to go for that double power-up punch, increasing their attack by 2 stages along the way, and there's no way I can survive that, especially not with a crit with the second hit after the attack raise. So Mamoswine goes down, no rocks up on the other side of the field, which really sucks. Really sucks because of Charizard. I really wanted those rocks up for that reason, if for no other reason other than that. But I'm going to go into my Durandal. And I was hoping that he was going to go for, Crunch or something like that. But he goes for Earthquake, and yeah, King Shield doesn't do anything. So I need to switch here. It didn't work out as planned. So I should have gone out into Cotton Eye Joe to begin with, not Aegislash. I don't remember if that was a misclick or not. I don't think it was. But I take that, that Earthquake kind of sort of okay. It is resisted. And the leftovers bring me back up over 100 HP, so it looks like the net damage is about 65 or so, give or take. So he's going to switch out here, actually, and I was going to go for the Stun Spore, I still do, and I'm going to paralyze this Goodra, which is useful. I mean, I know at least something's going to get paralyzed. I really wanted that Kangaskhan paralyzed, though. I'm not sure what its other moves are at this point. I know it's got Fake Out and Earthquake, and Power-Up Punch, so it could have Sucker Punch or Crunch. If it doesn't have Sucker Punch, Stun Spore is going to be invaluable, because then it has no priority and no way to outspeed anything. So I'm going to go for the U-Turn now. There's nothing that I can do to this Goodra, and U-Turn is my only attacking move, so I kind of need to make use of that. So we're going to do that and go into Yumi to take this incoming Sludge Bomb, and I take it actually pretty well, mainly because it's not stabbed, because Starmie doesn't have the best defenses. So I can go for a Psyshock and hit Goodra's lower physical defense, and that does over half, surprisingly. And I'm going to survive a Dragon Pulse with 4 HP, get off another Psyshock, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a dead Goodra. And that is amazing because the special wall is out of the way, and Goodra is an absolute pain to knock out, especially if you don't have decent physical attackers that can attack with unresisted attacks. I'm just saying the word attack a lot. I feel like I am. So he's going to bring in Kangaskhan here and go for that Fake Out, and there's not really much I can do about that. Starmie did what I wanted it to, though, and getting rid of Goodra is a huge deal, so I'm okay with letting it die. I'm going to bring Cotton Eye Joe back, and yeah, this thing does not want to stay out on this Whimsicott, so he's going to switch out as I go for the Encore, and yeah, he's going to bring in his Diggersby, so the Encore fails, and that's fine, but I get a little bit of free lefties, and that's fine by me. So now I can go for a Leech Seed. I'm guessing that this Diggersby is going to stay in to try to attack, and it does. He's going to go for the Quick Attack, and yeah, my Leech Seed just out-prioritized it, I suppose, because of Prankster. So with the Leech Seed and the Leftovers recovery, I'm going to be back at around 100 HP again, I believe. Yeah, well over 112. So I'm looking pretty well here. Now I'm going to go for Stun Spore again, and now Diggersby is also paralyzed, so he's severely crippled. He's going to go for this Swords Dance here. You know, get that +2 on attack, and quick attack is actually very dangerous coming from a +2 Diggersby. Very much so, especially if he's got Life Orb. And I don't remember if I saw Life Orb, to be honest. I don't know what item this thing has. It's obviously not Choice Band or Choice Scarf or anything like that. It might be Life Orb. Not sure. I don't remember if I saw the Life Orb recoil or not. I have to pay more attention. But he's paralyzed and can't move, and I encored him into that Swords Dance. So he pretty much has to switch out here or just attempt to get up to, you know, +6 and just use it a bunch of times and stay in and just continue to get sapped by Leech Seed. I don't know if that's the best idea. That would be almost like wasting this Diggersby. So he's just going to switch out because honestly that's the best move at this point. And in comes the Charizard, and here's where I wish that I had the Rocks up because that would do half of Charizard's HP worth of damage. That would be fantastic at this point, but that is not the case because of that Mega-Kangaskan. So I U-turn into my Ampharos. And that's going to be a good matchup. He's going to have to most likely go back out into Diggersby, and that is exactly what he's going to do. So out comes this paralyzed Diggersby, who's not in very good shape here because he lost his attack boost. I mean, he lost the Leech Seed too, but and he's paralyzed. I don't know if I mentioned that. I may have. I'm just repeating myself a lot. Apparently, I'm very excited about this battle. So I did go for the Volt Switch after Mega Evolving, and that's unfortunate because Diggersby did come back in. Then I went for the Focus Blast, and that missed, which sucks. Focus miss, of course. But Diggersby is paralyzed and can't move. So that's awesome. I didn't have to get hit with an Earthquake, and I go for that Dragon Pulse, and that actually takes the Diggersby out. So I got very lucky that he got fully powered and couldn't move, because I could have just killed him on the first turn with Dragon Pulse and not had to worry about it. So out comes the Kangaskhan. I know for a fact that he's going to fake out because this is what it does every single time that it comes in. So I'm going to go out into my Cotton Eye Joe. Indeed, he's going to go for that fake out. It's unfortunate that I do not have a Ghost type on my team because that would be great to absorb these fake outs. And to be honest, I don't know why you would want to run fake out over return. I feel like return is just much better. But whatever, you know. That's what you want to do. So with Whimsicott out again, it's going to scare out this Kangaskhan again. This thing does not want to get paralyzed or anything. So I went for the Encore to try to lock him into Fake Out. I figured he might switch, but I kind of had to do it. Because if he didn't, I'd be in trouble. So out comes the Charizard. I cannot stay in on Charizard. At this point, he would be dead if I had the rocks up. And I just keep kicking myself over that. It's very unfortunate that I could not get those rocks up at the beginning. But we need to outplay that now. We need to overcome. So I take that Fire Fang, which is a surprising move coming from Charizard. Physical Charizard? Or mixed Charizard maybe? I don't know. But it's not very effective, and it does almost nothing to this Ampharos whatsoever. And I'm able to go for the Volt Switch on the Switch as he switches back into Mega-Kangaskan, which is great because I get a little bit more than chip damage. I mean, it does a good, like, 40% on this thing, which is great. And I can use this opportunity to switch into Frank, my Arcanine, get that Intimidate off. Obviously, he's going to go for the double fake outs, what he does every single time, without fail. This thing is incredibly annoying. And, you know, I flinch and I can't move, but I don't know. I should not have stayed in here for some reason. I figured maybe I can outspeed. I don't know, or maybe I can survive the whatever move he's going to go for. But he has Earthquake. I don't know why I thought that. I should not have stayed in, but I did. And he killed my Arcanine. Even at -1, does not matter. It's a Mega-Kangaskan. Mega-Kangaskan. Big misplay there on my part. So out comes Whimsicott, my Cotton Eye Joe, again. And out goes the Mega-Kangaskan again. Out comes another big threat in this Azumarill. Because, well, we all know Azumarill is just a huge threat. Thankfully, I get it paralyzed, though. I mean, it is slow, and it tends to rely on its priority in Aqua Jet. So we'll see what it does here. But I'm definitely going to Leech Seed it, have it paralyzed, and that's just the best possible thing that could happen. And I am physically defensive, so I should be able to take a hit. But I don't know about after Belly Drum, which is what he goes for here. So he's going to max out that attack, and he's going to eat his Citrus as well. And that just absolutely sucks because he's at +6, almost full health. Thankfully, I'll get a little bit of HP back with my Leech Seed and my leftovers. That will actually get me back up to full health, which is great. Great news. I still don't think that I'll be able to survive a +6 anything coming from this Azumarill, except maybe Aqua Jet because it's resisted. But I'm going to Encore him into the Belly Drum. So he has to just keep going for Belly Drum. He's just going to have to keep taking that Leech Seed damage. There's nothing that he can do about it. He's going to have to switch. And at this point, I did not use any PP ups on Encore, so I'm running low. I think I've used it 3 or 4 times up until this point, so I need to be careful and conserve it because I don't know how I'm going to be able to fight off this Mega-Kangaskan without it. So I predicted he was going to switch there instead of staying in and taking Leech Seed damage, so I go for Stun Spore on the switch, and he switches in his Charizard to get paralyzed. So his whole team is basically paralyzed. I'm just paralyzing everybody. Whimsicott is just raining on your parade. It is eating your souls. Maybe not eating your souls, but it's doing some good stuff, I guess. It's doing some work. So I'm going to U-turn out into Ampharos to take that incoming Fire Fang again, because apparently this is the fire move of choice for this Charizard. It's a little bit confusing, but I guess whatever. So Ampharos takes that very nicely, and he's going to switch out into Mega-Kangaskan again. This time I'm going for Thunderbolt, though, predicting that Kangaskhan to come in, and I actually take it out. So down goes the Kangaskhan. That is a huge problem out of the way. In comes the paralyzed Charizard, and at this point, I'm really feeling like I have the upper hand. Volt Switch is going to take out the Charizard, so I'm in really, really good shape. I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling the mojo, and it's all thanks to Whimsicott. Whimsicott did amazing in this battle. So in comes Durandal, my trusty shiny Aegislash. And he's going to send out his Vaporeon, go for that Scald. I'm really hoping that there's not going to be any kind of burn action going on here. No burn action. So I can go for my Swords Dance, get up to +2 attack. And I know these things are just so incredibly bulky. So I don't know what else to do but to just keep going for Swords Dances. Thankfully, Scald doesn't burn again. And that's 2 times in a row. That's very unusual for me. Normally I get burned like every single time. He's going to go for Scald again. 3 times in a row, no burn. And that is a bit unfortunate. That is kind of hacksy because it's like a 30% chance to burn. So, yeah, it's not looking good. So at +6 now, after 3 Swords Dances, I'm going to go for a Shadow Sneak. And I know it's going to do a lot of damage, but this Vaporeon still survives, even at +6 with the Stab. And I don't know, for some reason I really thought it might kill, but Vaporeon just has such a enormous HP stat that it was kind of foolish of me to think that, so maybe that was a little bit of a mistake on my part. I did get a lot of damage off on this thing though, which is absolutely amazing. Now they're going to Protect, and I really thought a Wish would be coming, you know, Wish and then Protect. So I went for an Encore, so I believe I have 1 more Encore left at this point. I'm pretty sure if I've been counting correctly, that was 4. 4 Encore. So he's going to withdraw the Vaporeon here because he can't really Protect again. He could go for the double Protect, but he's not going to. This time I decided to go for Stun Spore to try to paralyze him, but he switches into a Azumarill, and that allows him to escape that, basically, because he's already paralyzed. So I'm going to Leech Seed this thing. As he goes for the Aqua Jet, he can't really afford to go for another Belly Drum at this point because he's going to move second. So, you know, he's paralyzed. There's no way he's outspeeding anything, really. So he just has to rely on Aqua Jet at this point. This Azumarill's pretty much done for. There's not much it can do, especially with Cotton Eye Joe out here, and he's resisting Aqua Jet. So I'm just going to go for Stun Spore. It doesn't matter. He can go for Play Rough, and that does a decent amount of damage, but with leftovers and the Leech Seed, he's really not gaining a whole lot of ground, and I don't think he's going to gain ground fast enough to be able to get where he needs to go in order to get back into this battle. So that brings me back up to 120-something HP, and Azumarill is paralyzed and can't move on the next turn, which is great. And I'm basically just stalling him out right now. I'm not doing anything. I'm not trying to attack him. I'm not going for U-turn because that is my only attacking move. I don't have any grass moves. I've got Encore, Leech Seed, Stun Spore, and U-turn. So I may have actually been out of Encores at this point. I really don't know. I I feel like I just counted 4, though. But anyway, he gets the crit on the play rough, which is unfortunate, and it makes up for that turn where he was fully powered, I guess. That kind of sucks. You know, I'm going to get my health back again, and he barely survives with like 2 HP after the Leech Seed takes his health. And now I'm going to go for the U-turn and finish him off. Down goes Azumarill, so you just got Leech Seed stalled by a Whimsicott. That's right, Azumarill goes down. Azumarill, yeah, meet your match. Alright, so I'm going to go into my Ampharos now, who's actually looking very, very healthy for it being this late in the match. And Vaporeon's going to come out now, and there's really nothing that this Vaporeon can do, I guess, besides protect. He's going to try to protect here to get some more leftovers recovery and hopefully live an attack, but I have no reason to not go for Thunderbolt. Diggersby is out of the way. I killed him off earlier with the Dragon Pulse, so there's really no reason for me to not go for an Electric-type move at this point. He's going to go for the Scald on Ampharos, and no burn again. So that's going to be 4 Scalds in this match, and no burn on any of them, and that is bad. That is really bad. I'm sorry. I don't like hacks going either way. But the Thunderbolt does take that Vaporeon out, and that's going to be the end of that battle. So actually, that was really a good battle. I really liked it. I think it was 2-0, because I still had Whimsicott, obviously. Yeah, Starmie, Arcanine, Aegislash, and Mamoswine, they were all down. So it was a 2-0. Not a bad match at all. I was really surprised, honestly, that I won in the first place with a Mega-Kangaskan. I don't win very often against them. I'm not good at playing against them. I don't like playing against them, but I'm happy that it turned out to be a good match. I'm happy I was able to pull out a win for once. And after the last battle that I lost, I was like, I need a good win to pull me out of this rut, because I just was not feeling it. I was making a lot of misplays, and so everything worked out. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Definitely leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because that also does help out a lot. And I will see you for the next episode. But until then, game on.